Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to be talking about historical literacy and why it is such a critical subject for any professional historian to master. And a key part of that historical literacy is finding importance in the mundane and discarded tidbits of history that, when viewed collectively, expose a greater understanding of the past. For us to better understand the cultures of the past, we have to be able to examine their daily lives, dominantly through primary sources. Not only the remarkable deeds of great heroes that are found in history books, but the goings on from day to day that the common people would do. As an example of this, I would like to discuss the relevance of cooking culture to the early republic in America. Meals and their preparation was a massive undertaking for Americans during the late 18th and early 19th centuries. So much so that references to cooking were one of the most popular means to communicate caution or approval of political structures and ideologies, according to Nancy Siegel's 2008 article, Cooking Up American Politics. But the centrality of cooking to American culture can be seen when examined the other direction, too. Politics and modern thought are pervasive in early colonial cookbooks. In the preface to her 1742 cookbook, The Complete Housewife, Eliza Smith concludes that cookery, confectionery, etc., like all other sciences and arts, had their infancy, and did not arrive at a state of maturity but by slow degrees, various experiments, and a long trail of time. This description places the housewife's role of cooking simple meals well within the growing scientific culture of the Enlightenment. As American culture shifted following the Revolution, so did the representation of cooking. In 1796, Amelia Simon's cookbook, American Cookery, clearly acknowledges this in its own preface, claiming that the world, and the fashion thereof, is so variable that old people cannot accommodate themselves to the various changes and fashions which daily occur. They will adhere to the fashion of their day, and will not surrender their attachment to the good old way. The new fashion and culture in America required, according to Simons, a fashionable new cookbook that was uniquely American and free from influence or reference to England. The daily lives of Americans at the turn of the 19th century would continue to be heavily influenced by meal preparation. And while cooking might not have been as closely associated with the sciences as it was before the Revolution, industrialization had a major impact on family life. One big indicator of this change is described by Priscilla J. Brewer in a 1990 article titled "We Have Got a Very Good Cooking Stove." Brewer explains how the cast iron stove, which replaced cooking over an open fire in most New England households by the year 1810, became both a tool and a cultural symbol, symbolizing a shift in American culture that further blurred the worlds of science, industry, and family life. Historical literacy encourages us to examine these many attributes of the past before reaching conclusions. And when looking at American cooking culture, we can see the changes in culture from a heavily anglicized scientific basis to a revolutionary mentality, and then the impacts that industrialization had on family life. Even these most mundane things, like cookbooks and stovetops, can be of immense importance to our understanding as historians and our ability to view past cultures and how they've changed over time.